Hello everyone and welcome to Football Newsroom for the match preview between Leicester City and Liverpool. The match will kick off on Boxing Day at 8 PM local time from the King Power Stadium. Now, there is nothing quite like the feast of football served up to us on Boxing Day, and moreover, it's first versus second. Currently, as things stand, Liverpool are at the top of the table with 49 points, 10 clear of Leicester City and with a game in hand. This just shows you the importance of the game for Leicester and even Liverpool, who recently won the Club World Cup and are clearly looking to continue their fine run of form. The visitors would demand all 3 points, and let's see if the home side can prevent that. Now, talking about injuries and match fitness, Matt James is still unavailable because of his Achilles injury. Moreover, Harvey Barnes is set to take a late fitness test before the game. He suffered an ankle injury in their 3-1 defeat at Etihad, and things are not yet clear whether he will be fit to feature or not. On the other hand, Joel Matip, Dejan Lovren, Fabinho, Klein and even Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain won't be available for the rest of the year after he suffered an ankle injury. Now, moving on to the lineups, we expect a usual 4-1-4-1 formation for Leicester City, with Schmeichel at goal, the usual back four of Pereira, Evans, Kegler and Chilwell, Ndidi as the number 6 starting behind Perez, Chinemans, Madison and Barnes, with Jamie Vardy as their star forward. For Liverpool, we expect a usual 4-3-3 formation with Alisson at goal, Gomez starting as the centre-back along with Van Dijk, and Robertson and Alexander-Arnold as the full-backs. We expect Wijnaldum to start as the number 6 in Fabinho's absence, along with Henderson and Naby Keita, who is looking to be in fine form recently. Up front, they should be in full strength with Mane, Firmino and Salah all starting this game. Now, let's focus on the tactical side of the game. Leicester, in the game against Man City, maintained a very narrow line of defence and constantly looked for counter-attacks. Moreover, they often tried to exploit the wide areas during counters, as the fullbacks often moved up high and space was left behind in the wider areas. One of the centre-backs was forced to come out, leaving Vardy 1v1 against another centre-back, and this is how they managed to break through against Man City. Now, as Liverpool also love to move up with both their fullbacks, we might find Brendan Rodgers go for a similar strategy. Moreover, Vardy will always be running behind Liverpool's defence and it's not going to be very easy for Joe Gomez. Vardy loves to score against Liverpool, and let's see whether he can continue his run of form. Another interesting side I would love to focus on is Ndidi's positioning. Leicester generally play in a 4-1-4-1 formation, with Ndidi a little closer to the centre-backs, offering very little space between the lines. Now, we know Firmino often loves to drop deeper and exploit the space between the lines. By doing this, he also allows the wingers to take runs behind the defensive line as the centre-backs are preoccupied with him. Now, with Ndidi staying deep, this won't be that easy, and I think this will be a very key battle for this game. Moreover, with Wijnaldum starting as the number 6, Keita will start just above him. Now, Keita is a little more attacking and would love to move in the central areas and threaten the goal whenever required. Then we might see a similar battle between Ndidi and Keita as well. Now, moving on to Liverpool, we know that they play with a 2-3-5 system while attacking. The wingers often cut inside as Firmino drops to make runs behind the centre-backs and also pulls the defence narrow simultaneously for the full-backs to overlap and use this space. Now, Leicester in the game against Man City were extremely narrow anyway. The Liverpool full-backs will love it if it stays that way, and this would also mean a lot of more crosses in the box. This would add the pressure on the centre-backs, and I think Brendan Rodgers would want his wide players to cover the flanks and stop the full-backs. Another thing I would love to add is that Liverpool might overpower Leicester City down the right-hand side of the pitch. Now, in the game against Man City, Chilwell didn't really have a decent game. As he pulled out of his line to press Mahrez seemed to find a way to get past him easily or to find Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne in the half spaces. We might see a similar thing in this game. Salah looks to be back in good form, and along with Alexander-Arnold, he will sometimes look to hurt Leicester down the right. Moreover, we sometimes also see Henderson going wide and maintaining width, while Salah going narrow. In that case, Salah will look to exploit the half spaces, and Alexander-Arnold will stay a little deeper, waiting in the space to pull in the crosses. Liverpool will defend in their usual 4-5-1 shape, and I believe Firmino will stay deep and mark Ndidi. While pressing high, Firmino will look to press the centre-backs with Ndidi in the cover shadow, and the wingers will try to cut out the pass lanes to the full-backs. In these games, the wingers might need to track back when required, otherwise Leicester might have a numerical superiority in midfield. Moreover, I think Joe Gomez needs to pay close attention to Vardy as he will be always looking to make runs behind the lines. Now, I think this is going to be a pretty even game. It's first versus second in the Premier League and I think both teams will fight for their places. Now, moving on to the match prediction, we predict a 2-1 victory for Liverpool. That's about it guys. Please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you as always for joining me and please stay tuned to the channel.